Today is August the 7th. This is Pine Ridge Campground in the Mark Twain National Forest near Jefferson City, Missouri, where I'm headed right now. I'm on my way to Jefferson City, Missouri. And there's the Capitol dome in the distance. You know, this city feels like a small city, which I guess it is. We're a state capital. Here I am in Jefferson City. Look at the skyline. It's just government buildings, and they're not very tall. Look at this canal right here, going out to the river, and a crane down there. Here it is, the capital of Missouri. Look, it's an alligator. And what is this critter here? There's the bridge over the Missouri. I think this is probably signing or purchase of the Louisiana Purchase. Sign of the treaty, yes. We have a railroad right here, right by the river. More statues. Look how they have this little drive-through. Almost looks like a college campus. I think they're paving the road. Maybe that's why the traffic is light. And here he is, Thomas Jefferson. His accomplishments cast a long historical shadow. Let's see, where do you go in? I guess here. This is most impressive. Look at that dome. Okay, here we go. Now on either side, they have museums. Here's the Natural Museum, Resources Hall, and the State History Museum over here. Very convenient. Here's the silverware from the USS Missouri with the signing of the treaty to end the war. Surrender, signing of the surrender. A well-groomed gentleman. General John J. Pershing. He was from Missouri. He led the American Expeditionary Force in World War I in France. Look at this elevator. Fort Osage, 1808, Jackson County. Early lead mining. Chateau's treaty with the Osages. The First Circuit Court in Boone County. That would be Daniel Boone, and he held his court outside, outdoors. I was there yesterday. The first discussion of the Platte Purchase. Assembling the first legislature, St. Charles, Missouri, 1821. That's when Missouri became a territory. Look at these benches. They're quite impressive. I guess this is the governor's suite, office. General Omar Bradley, one of the D-Day generals, was also from Missouri, Clark, Missouri. Now, I have one of these auto tour guides. This is actually limestone, it's not marble, but it polishes up like marble. Some more murals on this wing. Fort Orleans, 1720, French soldier and Indian bride return from Paris. Trader at Fort Carondelet. This was originally a French territory. Meeting of Washington, Irving, Kit Carson, and at the Rock Tavern. Lots of murals. Indian attack of the village of St. Louis, 1780. Surrender of the Miamis, that's an Indian tribe, to General Henry George, 1814. This is looking down over the Historical Museum. It was admitted to the Union in 1821 as a state. Battle of Sacramento, 1847. Entry into Havana, 1898. I guess these are Missouri Guards, Armies, National Guard. Battle of Wilson's Creek, August 10th, 1861, during the Civil War. Battle of Westport, October 23rd, 1864. This is World War I. Besqua Heights. And another of World War I. The Navy guarded the road to France. Nice patterns. It's nice hallways. The Father of Waters, the Mississippi River. The artery of trade, the Mississippi River. Tonka. I've heard that, but I've never been there. I've got to go see that. Reclamation in the South. These are the various legislators' offices. Oh, another mural or two. They're everywhere. Old St. Genevieve settled in 1735. Herculaneum where shot was made for the War of 1812. More murals. Pony Express leaving St. Joseph, 1861. Log cabins. Osage Village. Osage hunters. The Osage Nation occupied this territory. There's the entrance right here. First steamboat on the Missouri, the Independence, arriving at Franklin, May 28, 1819. Boone's Lick Spring, sons of Daniel Boone making salt. Mouth of the Osage River, the Lewis and Clark Landing, June 1st, 1804. Trail to the Happy Hunting Ground. Cooper Immigrant Train. Now this has statues of famous Missourians in this section. But look at the architecture. This is the House, the legislature. The entrance in the first floor. And this is the entrance to the Senate. Famous Missourians. Scott Joplin. Look at these murals. Sacagawea, the Indian lady who accompanied Lewis and Clark. These are famous Missourians. Ginger Rogers. Emmett Kelly, the clown. Eddie Gabriel. John McDonald. James Smith McDonald. I guess he was McDonald Aircraft. Marlin Perkins. Thomas Hart Benton. Dale Carnegie, Walter Elias Disney, James Cash Penney, Charles Bird Parker, Dred Scott, Mark Twain, Lamar Hunt, Bob Barker, George Washington Carver. At Clifftops, the lodge is named after him. Stan the Man Musial, Josephine Baker, Harry S. Truman, Rush Limbaugh, Walter Cronkite, Walter Cronkite, This is the library. Look at that ladder. You can see the Missouri. It's out the window. The bust of famous people, hallway. More offices for the legislators. This building has lots of levels and galleries and halls. You could almost get lost in here. I think this is the Senate. I stand corrected. This is the House Gallery. Look, they have seats. You can sit up here and listen to the legislature. And that stained glass window. It's very spectacular. And look at the ceiling. This is the Senate Gallery. Much smaller. It's kind of hard to see. These are the rules when the Senate is in session. Slightly better. This is the press offices. No access to the dome or whispering gallery. What is a whispering gallery? And the decorations here are quite elaborate, even on the stairs. Another view of the Senate gallery from behind the podium. Here's a view of the Missouri River. It's flowing to the right, which is towards St. Louis, St. Charles. The Hall of Governors. And this is the current governor, Michael Lynn Parson.